All right, let's talk about something super important, a fire escape plan. But, not for your house, for your digital life. Today, we're going to go over a simple but incredibly powerful rule that's designed to protect all your most valuable files from, well, disaster.
No, seriously, just stop and think about it for a second. What if, this very moment, your computer just died? That big project you're on, all those family photos, years and years of documents. What happens when you hear that awful clicking sound, or maybe just nothing?
Yeah, it's a pretty gut-wrenching thought, isn't it? All that data, which is really just a collection of your hard work and your life's memories, could just vanish. Poof. And the loss isn't just about the files themselves. It's personal, and a lot of that stuff is completely irreplaceable.
Okay, but here's the good news, and it's really good news. Preventing that kind of digital catastrophe doesn't require some fancy computer science degree. Nope, there's a super straightforward, industry-proven method that literally anyone can follow.
It's called the 3-2-1 rule. That's it, just 3 simple numbers that form the backbone of a truly reliable, stress-free backup strategy.
So what is it exactly? Well, the 3-2-1 rule is basically a blueprint for making your data safe and sound. It's a method designed to make sure that no single event, whether it's a busted hard drive or, heaven forbid, a house fire, can wipe you out completely.
Okay, first up, the number 3. This is the foundation of the whole thing. It means you need to have 3 complete copies of your important data. That's your original file plus 2 backups. Then we have the number 2. And this is key. Your 3 copies shouldn't all be living in the same kind of place. You need to store them on at least 2 different formats, 2 different types of media. This adds another crucial layer of protection.
And finally, the 1. This is your ace in the hole, the thing that saves you from a real-world disaster. One of your backup copies has to live somewhere else entirely, physically separate from your other copies. So, let's say it together. 3 copies on 2 types of media with 1 offsite. Simple?
Okay, so we've got the numbers down, 3, 2, 1. But let's actually decode what they mean in the real world, because understanding the why behind each step is what really makes this strategy click.
All right, let's talk about those 3 copies. You've got your main file, right? The one on your computer that you work with every day. Then you need 2 more copies. Why 3? It's all about redundancy. If your main drive fails, no problem, you've got a backup. But what if that backup is also corrupted for some reason? Well, you still have that 3rd copy. It's your safety net for all the common ways data gets lost.
Now, for the 2 different media types. You've heard this a million times, but it's so true here. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you just back up your data to a bunch of identical hard drives, a single power surge could wipe them all out. So you mix it up. Your computer's internal drive, that's one type. An external USB drive, that's another. And you know what? Cloud storage totally counts as a separate media type too. And that brings us to the 1 offsite copy. Honestly, think of this as your ultimate insurance policy. If something terrible happens to your home or office, like a fire, a flood, or even just a simple theft, all of your local backups could be gone in one fell swoop. Having 1 copy stored somewhere else geographically, in the cloud, in a safe deposit box, or even at your parents' house, means your data survives even if the worst happens.
Okay, so the theory makes sense, right? But how do you actually do this? Let's talk about the tools you can use to put the 3-2-1 rule into action, probably starting today.
And here's the fantastic news. You probably already have some super powerful and totally free tools to get started. If you're on Windows, you've got something called File History. And if you're on a Mac, you've got the amazing Time Machine. Both of these are perfect for creating that first local backup on an external drive.
And look how easy this can be. Seriously, to set up Time Machine on a Mac, you literally just plug in an external drive, pop open the settings, click a button to choose that drive, and then you flip a switch. That's it. It just works automatically in the background. It's the perfect definition of set it and forget it protection.
Now for that all-important 1 offsite copy. Cloud services are hands down your best friend. There are services like Backblaze or Carbonite that are true backup services. They just copy everything automatically. And then there are file syncing services you probably already use, like Google Drive or Dropbox. Either one can work great as your offsite safety net.
All right, you are so close to having a rock-solid plan. You've got the rule, you've got the tools. Now let's just quickly go over a few pro tips to make sure your strategy stays bulletproof for the long haul.
Okay, just 4 quick things to keep in mind. First,
Encrypt your backups. Super important, especially for the one you're storing off-site. Second, test them. A backup you can't restore from is just a waste of space. Third, label your drives so you know what's what. And finally, remember to rotate them every few years. Hard drives don't last forever.
Look, when it's all said and done, it just comes back to this one simple mantra. Just burn this into your brain. If you follow this rule, you are putting yourself in an incredibly safe position, protected from pretty much any kind of data disaster you can imagine.
And really, that's the bottom line. Think about it. Your photos, your projects, all those memories, that stuff is priceless. It's your digital life, all wrapped up in ones and zeros. So the only real question left is, isn't it time you started protecting it?